Rockford's Hard Rock Casino gets closer to rocking and rolling with the lighting of the massive guitar that sits out front.
And there it is.
Rick Nielsen flipped the switch on the 62-foot checkerboard guitar. According to Hard Rock International, the casino will be an economic boost for Rockford, creating hundreds of jobs and entertainment options. The building officially opens in 1 week, August 29th.
Quite a while, I wanted to get to do something with the Hard Rock. I have guitars all over the world, but I never had anything in Rockford. And I like people from Rockford. Not all of them, but most of them.